Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. Last time out we finished off heading through Olympus Coliseum.
Must be nice to be home, huh?
And now in this part we're heading... We saw that Disney Minnie was in a little bit of Queen Minnie was in a little bit of trouble. So we're heading back to Disney Castle to find out what the fuck is going on. I need to turn that down a little bit more. There we go. That was slightly too loud. It's Chip and Dale. I think this is the first time that we actually meet them, that Sora meets them in person. Because usually they're just on a screen, you know, helping out. So anyway, first time we're in Disney Castle, and it's I love the music. The music's awesome in this stage, in this world. I really like it. So yeah, there are a couple, I think, of puzzle pieces for you to find in that little starting area. Can't reach them at the moment, so we're fucked. And here we are, Disney Castle. And I do like that intro as well. I do like that little the titles there are quite nice. So basically, this world is probably the smallest world in the game, from what I remember. There's you basically got the hangar area. You have this. Sorry, bloody hell. You have this courtyard area, and you have like a couple of rooms which lead off. There's like a hall, and then there's a couple of rooms you can go into from those halls, and that's really it. The world itself is really short, and actually it's an interesting one to go through, just because of the fact that it's so different, like in comparison to the other worlds. Because most of the other worlds are kind of their own separate thing, whereas... Fuck! I missed that, that sucks. Whereas this world has different... has another world kind of that you go to... Like, you have to come here to go to one of the other worlds. Which is kind of a weird thing, really. It's kind of bizarre. But it's the one time that it happens as well. But yeah. They got these guys here. A little bit of a pain. They can stun lock you a little bit, as I'm showing off. Their main thing is that basically they blow themselves up. Like, you have 10 seconds basically to kill them or to get away from them. Almost got pushed into that next area. I don't want to go to the next area yet. Got some stuff to get in this courtyard area first. There's a few chests. I don't know the names of these creatures, but they are kind of weird looking. Kind of like little cracked eggs. But yeah. The enemies in this, at least in the courtyard section, are basically... They're the one new addition, I think, at least for this little courtyard area. The other... sorry, the other, like, enemies that you fight are basically the soldiers and the bog standard. Heartless. So it's really not that hard. It's actually a good place. It's actually this area and the what's the name of it? The hallway that we're going to next. They're actually two good places to grind if you want to grind for grind for experience, because the enemies constantly respawn, and so it's just a case. So they just endlessly respawn, so it's just a case of keep fighting enemies until you're bored of it, basically. Which I think is why this area takes me a little while. Because there's so many so many things to get and so many enemies the enemies just keep coming. Got a star recipe, that's nice. It's another recipe for our for making shit. And so we're done. So let's head through this door here. And here we are. We're now in the this hallway, which is pretty much the other main part of the world. It's not, like I say, you'll need glide to get that, I think, or at least high jump, which I don't think I have at this point. I think that's attached to one of the abilities, one of the drive forms. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But I don't think we've got it yet. That is something I always liked about Kingdom Hearts 2, is that it kind of tells you like how much more experience you need to level up and get up to the next level, which is kind of nice. So yeah, like I said, it's just a hallway with 2 doors. So we start off by going through here, and then heading to the first, the little door at the end, and then we'll be going up into the big door with Minnie. Yeah, so this area is just like, you can see now, I'm kind of getting frustrated. Like I said, it's a good place to grind for enemies, should you grind for experience if you want to level up a little bit. Because already I'm like about about 30 seconds ago I was like 300 experience points from leveling up, and now I'm like at 20, like 30. There we go. And I've leveled up, maximum AP increase and defense increase, which is nice. I think for this game, like the final boss is level, I think it's the same as Kingdom Hearts 1, where the final boss of this game is level 50. So I think you need to be at least at level 50 in order to beat the game, which isn't that hard to do. And it's Queen Minnie. Hi Minnie, how are you?
You're here.
Your Royal Highness.
What gave us
Did you
away?
happen to summon us?
Yes.
No.
Where's the king?
I do like that picture in the background of like the regal looking Mickey there. It's kind of cool. I like that. Sora bow.
Sora.
Piece of shit. Show some respect to the royal family, you piece of garbage.
He said you're a very brave young man.
So, do you know where he is?
I try my best. Oh, bugger. So she still doesn't know where he is.
Oh my.
Fat load of you off.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
I know I can count on you, Sora.
By the way, this is a kingdom, right? You do have like, I assume you have an army.
Escort me to the audience chamber?
Could they not deal with the Heartless instead of leaving it up to a kid and a dog and a duck? You know what I mean?
We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
This is kind of
Okay,
whatever.
we'll go tell them.
Whatever.
We just gotta split up, Donald.
My apologies.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
So yeah, that means that Donald and Goofy
Then I'll stay
are
with the
going to
queen.
go off to tell the rest of the castle, to warn the rest of the castle about what's going on.
The audience chamber, right, man?
And we're going to be staying with Minnie as her
Let's be on our
bodyguard. So yeah, she wants to take us to the audience chamber. And we got the Disney Castle map, so we're on our own for this one. Except for, it's also Minnie against the world. Oh look, that's kind of cool. And this is, I believe, yeah, torn pages. We've got a few of those to go. I was right at this moment in time. That's what I'm considering doing the next time I record. So yeah, this is a little escort quest. So what you want to do
This way.
is you go a certain distance and then you want to press triangle to call over. You want to attack the enemies as much as possible. You can use the faith attack here, and that basically causes that basically is just a just in case you get overrun with too many enemies, you can use the faith attack, and that just basically is a screen nuke, knocks them away, knocks any enemy in the immediate vicinity of Minnie away. So it's pretty useful. This is... Oh god, and these enemies are a pain. We last saw them, I believe, in... Oh shit. Kill it. Sorry, we last saw them in the Land of Dragons. So they're not a new enemy, but they are a pain in the arse enemy. And Minnie's kind of slow. And you have to basically keep telling her, please, just go. But that's all we have to do, just get her over to this door and then she'll open it up for you and you're done. Well, you're done with this section anyway.
As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room.
It's where we keep all Disney's profits. Yeah, and that was a nice little returning joke from KH1. Where that's where you first see Donald for the first time, and he kind of comes up to a big door, kind of knocks on it, and then just pushes the little door open to go through, which I thought was kind of cool.
I got him.
So we're in the throne room, and we've got a ton of these fuckers. So yeah, we have to protect Minnie and head to the throne room. So whenever you got someone, the best way I always find is to try and use the faith attack as much as possible. You keep going over, keep staying on the red carpet, and if they come close to you, whack them. And if they start to swarm you, then just keep. Then use the sorry. Use the faith attack to knock them away, because it does do a decent amount of damage. She also occasionally does that, like she shoots out little balls of energy, which I didn't know Minnie Mouse could do. But she has that ability, so she's not completely useless. She will help you out. To be fair, the attacks that she does are fairly decent, so she's not completely useless in these situations. Yeah. So, all we're trying to do is get to the throne. Shit. Minnie, kill him. There you go. Yeah, this is not good. I always just try and run away and just try and get there as quickly as possible. I don't bother to try and kill all the enemies. Although my greedy nature is getting the better of me here. So yeah, just go a little bit. Now we've got no one around us, so we should be alright. Just keep moving. Call her over. By the way, this is a small ass throne. Call her over. Use the finish, and boom! Another accessory slot, and we learn the ability auto summon.
Come on, give me a break.
So that's just basically as soon as you've got enough power to do a summon, it will automatically pick one of the summons and just use it. Not really useful for me. I don't really like using it because I prefer to just be like, use my abilities when I want to, and use my use my own judgment with that stuff. So it's not really helpful for me, but hey, if you like it, use it. Whoa. I don't. It sucks. They're all dead.
Is home to the Hall of the Cornerstone.
The power of Disney.
Our castle has always been
So yeah,
safe
now we've got to
from
head down to the
world's
cornerstone,
evil,
and we're going to find out
thanks to the
what's
cornerstone
going
of
on.
light, which we keep down there.
The cornerstone of
In the
light.
darkness. Yeah, Sora, I know it doesn't make any sense, but, you know, Kingdom Hearts and all that shit. Let's just keep going.
This is the castle's
So yeah, the cornerstone of light has
cherished
been,
cornerstone. Oh, but look.
which seems
the thorns,
fine at the moment.
They must be the work of someone very evil. I wonder what this could mean.
I wonder who. But yeah. Oh, she's giving herself away. It's the ghost of Maleficent.
Well, well, well. What have we here? If it isn't the wretched Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
Fuck you, piece of shit.
All
I'm
in
gonna
good
kill you.
time.
Go on, Donald.
I promise you'll be able to partake of my vengeance.
Ah,
You
Donald.
must be patient.
You're always so fucking useless.
Just what
Oh
are
well.
you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant
Technically,
as
Minnie, she's
always.
not here.
I'm here on a
But,
property
nah,
venture. I want
splitting
this
hairs.
castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just have
So
to
yeah,
fill every
Maleficent's
room
plan here is
with
to basically
my
take over the castle by
personal
using the
touch of
thorns to
darkness.
basically destroy the
You'd better stop right
to
now
basically
if you know
cast
what's
off
good
the
for
cornerstone of light, like cut it off,
Ooh, how frightening.
so that she can take over the castle
Very
for
well.
herself.
I'll stop.
It's
Just
going to be up
as
to us
soon
to
as the
stop her
castle belongs to me.
and make sure she doesn't and to you know, it's going to be up to us to make sure that she doesn't get what she wants.
What
Jesus Christ, that laugh.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked
Sora,
through all
be
the
nice.
records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh, huh? We should go ask somebody.
This is the first
who
time I
knows
think in the
lots of
Kingdom Hearts
stuff
series where they
living in
actually
a book.
use
Yes,
time travel,
that's perfect.
from what I remember,
Merlin
because that's
just
basically
might
what
know
happens here is
something
that
about this mess. Let's ask
Maleficent
his
has sent
advice.
Pete back in
We
time
saw
to
him
kind
in
of
Hollow Bastion,
steal the
right?
cornerstone of
Yeah.
light,
Let's go.
so that it never ends up in the castle, so that the thorns can just fully take over and take over the castle fully. But we can't do anything yet. Damn it. So we've got to head back to Hollow Bastion, and we've got to go talk to Merlin. So let's go talk to Merlin. Yes,
Anybody
that
home?
issue's back. I've been having that issue a lot, you know, recently with my
Castle's
Elgato,
in
that
danger.
the that the audio desyncs on the final on the the outputted MP4
Oh, it's you.
when the actual raw footage is in the actual
It
that the
looks like
Elgato's
you've
recorded is
learned
just
a bit
fine.
since the last time I saw you.
I've finally been able to do something to fix it now. But there are going to be a few parts in this and Persona 5 and
Yup, and Heartless too.
uh,
Oh dear.
there's another game. What's the other game I'm recording? I can't remember. Anyway. Donald, shut up. But yeah, there are a few games where it's... But basically, fortunately, it's going to be solved from
Perhaps I'd better just see
now
for
onwards.
myself.
But so there'll only be a few parts with decent audio, fortunately. Oh, it so pisses me
What's
off.
happening, Merlin?
But anyway,
This
we've
is
told Merlin
not
what's happening,
good.
and so
In
now
fact,
he's
I'm
going to
afraid
help
it's
us out.
quite serious.
Hopefully. It's always quite serious, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not supposed to be any language there. Oh, look at that. It's a
My
door.
boy, that is
High
a
door.
gateway to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for
gateway
what's
to
going
the
on in
past.
this castle. Of that, I'm certain. We
And I
knew
wonder
we
who
could
that
count
is.
on you, Merlin.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first. Somewhere in that world, there should
Oh,
be another
what's
door
that?
that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies are utilizing that
So yeah,
door.
basically we need
As
to go into
long
this
as it
other
remains
world,
open, the
stop
castle
Pete from
will be in
stealing the
grave
cornerstone,
danger.
and then
Listen
find another door
carefully,
like
Sora.
this and
You
seal
must
it shut
find
so that they
door, and
can't
when you
actually
do,
use
lock
this
it with your keyblade.
door again to go back in time, which is kind of a
And now one
neat
more thing.
idea, I guess.
You're heading into
But
a
time
very
travel is always
special
fucking
world.
messy.
While you're
And this
there,
is actually one of my
nature
favourite
that
worlds in terms of
world may tempt
aesthetic.
you to
I
do
think it's
something dark,
really fucking
and
nice.
you must resist
It
that
looks really
temptation
great.
At all costs.
What do you mean?
You'll know soon enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
But anyway, that's it for this part of Kingdom Hearts 2. Join me next time when we'll be heading into the world inside a world, weirdly enough, and we'll be heading off to the next world, which I can't remember the name of, but I'm sure we'll see next time. It's one of my favourite worlds aesthetically. So anyway, I'll see you next time for the next part of Kingdom Hearts 2. See you next time.